Alex, before today, you said you weren't quite sure how this track would suit your car, but you hoped it would. How would you summarise your Friday?
I can hear you now because you switched on your mic.
Oh.
It was okay, thank you. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm not sure what everyone else is saying, but it was really hard to basically hear what get a real feel for the car. It was obviously wet. We're actually not too bad in terms of competitiveness, but as everyone were using old tyres, new tyres, it's a little bit like, okay, let's see what happens tomorrow. It will be dry tomorrow, so everything will be different again. And then it looks like it's going to be raining on Sunday. So it's one of them debriefs where you kind of finish with the team and you think, okay, let's see tomorrow what happens. So yeah.
Yeah, what can you learn? How representative do you think the data is from today?
What you can learn is more about the tyres, so how they're reacting to this circuit. It's actually very aggressive. The tarmac's very rough around here, so it overheats very quickly, which is going to be interesting. If it rains on Sunday and it starts to dry out, I think you're going to get cars lapping 3-4 seconds quicker, 5, 6, 7 than the others, and undercuts and all that kind of thing are going to be a big part of it. So yeah, it's really tyre, switching them on, getting them to last, all that kind of thing.
How good was it to be back, though, here, despite the rain?
Super cool. Even in the rain, this track's amazing. So I love it around here. I think everyone does. And it's actually, for a wet track, it's quite grippy. So I enjoyed it.
What's the target for tomorrow?
Target tomorrow? I mean, it's so unknown. And when I say we don't really know, we generally don't know where we are. So it's going to be dry. Everything's going to change. Well, we're hoping for Q2. I think that's a simple, easy goal. Well, easy, not easy, but realistic goal. So let's see what happens.
That was a long, wet day at the office. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it was. It was wet.
Did you learn much through any of the running today?
A little bit here and there, but looks like tomorrow's going to be dry. Maybe a bit wet on Sunday. So, I mean, if it's wet on Sunday, then definitely learned a few things.
How much is actually applicable from wet days and then carrying any of that information into dry days? Is it totally in the bin, or do you learn a bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a reset tomorrow if it's going to be dry.
And then just being back in Japan, coming into the track today, plenty of fans, excited?
Yeah, for sure. It's great to be back. Love this place. The track's great, and the energy, around the whole weekend is great. So really, really nice to be back.
Nicky, how would you sum up your Friday?
I mean, yeah, but firstly, it's a very fun track to drive, and it's obviously my first experience here, so I guess to experience it in the wet for the first time is, I guess, it's much easier to learn a track when it's dry, and you can try and focus on hitting your references and not have to worry about sliding around out there. But no, I mean, it's a very, very fun track to drive, even in the wet. I mean, it's still a lot of grip out there, even in these conditions. So I can only imagine what it is going to be like in the dry. I mean, I guess we'll get to experience that tomorrow. So I'm quite excited. But yeah, today I think was an all right day. I mean, it's I still. Let's say, yes, yet to be seen how much of today is going to be useful for the coming days. I mean, there's still a chance of rain for Sunday, looking not so likely for tomorrow. So I guess above all, if it doesn't end up raining again, today was just, I guess, a little bit of fun driving around in the rain on, what I would say is like one of the coolest tracks to drive, at least in these current cars. So yeah, happy with the day, no real issues, and it's I guess just kind of focusing now on what we can do to maximize the dry running for tomorrow, because it's obviously going to be a lot of stuff to fit into FP3 that you normally don't have to fit into FP3.
And for a first time out there, did anything about the track surprise you at all?
I mean, in terms of driving it today, no. I mean, when I walked the track yesterday, I mean, it was definitely a lot narrower in places than I thought from watching on TV, and a lot more camber and banking in places than, again, I thought on TV. So it is always quite difficult to get a real sense of how the track is watching it from the sofa, let's say. That's what I've done for a lot of the races here. So yeah, but it was very enjoyable. Definitely. I mean, I remember when I walked it yesterday. It's very rare you can kind of tell a track is. Well, I find it rare you can tell a track is going to be fun by walking it, and this for me was one of them. There's only maybe a few that I've walked when I've gone to for the first time. We could say, yeah, this is going to be a fun one, or this is going to be a, just average or not fun. So yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow.
I know it's tricky to gauge pace given the conditions today, but do you have a goal, a target in mind for tomorrow?
I mean, it really is tricky to know. I mean, I think the minimum target, I mean, we're always hoping to get to Q2. I mean, I guess coming here, knowing it's most likely going to be dry tomorrow, the fact that I haven't been here, I mean, it is obviously a very, very tricky track when it's dry. You know, I know the commitment is going to have to be up there. I mean, you hear drivers speaking about it all the time. This is a real driver's track. There's not a lot of margin for error, so probably not ideal specifically from my side, not having driven here before. So again, we'll see after FP3 what's realistic, what's not. Yeah, and go from there.